I'm Cheryl. Today I'd like to talk to you about keto on a budget. I don't know if you are very wealthy or not, but I'm not, so I always try to to buy cheap meats and to stay on track. A lot of people that try keto think that it's a difficult diet to continue because of the expense. You have to have the grass fed meat and you have to have all of these extra products in order to get into ketosis and to be healthy on the ketogenic diet. And that is just not true. So, I'm going to give you some lists of foods that you can do and also some other tips. So, first off, I'll start with the foods. Eggs. Egg. An egg is about the most perfect food you can have. It has the fat and it has the protein that you need. And it has all kinds of vitamins and all kinds of minerals. So if you are on a budget, buy lots of eggs. Ground beef. Now you don't have to have the grass fed or the grass finished or 93, whatever, 7, I guess it is. Get the 80/20. Get the cheapest meat. Get the cheapest ground beef you can get. Roasts are another thing that are very cheap, and you can use those for several meals. Bacon is usually pretty cheap. Chicken, depending on where it is, the chicken usually comes on sale quite often. Tuna, bologna, hot dogs, lunch meat, all that kind of stuff is something that you can eat very easily. Now, these last two, some of you may think, or actually the last three, you may think this is not for me, and that's okay. Sardines. Sardines are very, very good for you. They're high in calcium and they're very fatty. Tuna is very high in your protein. And the last one is liverwurst. Now, the way I have liverwurst, I can just slice it up and eat it just like that. It tastes really good to me. The first time I tried it, I was a little leery. So instead of having it plain, I mixed it with ground beef and it was fine. I made hamburgers. My kids didn't know. I knew because I made it, but you couldn't taste the liverwurst. So that is something that those last three may be something that you're not real sure about, but give it a try. They're cheap. They're very cheap. You can go get a sardine can at the dollar store for $1, and it's very filling. You don't need a lot. So those are the foods that you want to have. Here are some tips. And some of these tips are just eating on a budget, so it's not necessarily for keto. Look for your sale items. Every week, most grocery stores have certain items that are on sale, and you just kind of look through them. See what kind of meat, see what kind of vegetables there are, see what kind of, like butter and, extra things that you would need. Make a meal plan around those sale items rather than making the meal plan and then looking for the food. So that's, kind of backwards what most people think. But look at the sales, then make the meal plan. Another thing that I do is I often look for the manager specials. The manager specials are often in the meat case, and they have a little sticker on it that says 30% off or 50% off, depending on what it is and how close to date it is. And what I do, I either make it that day, or I will freeze it and I can get it out at another time and perfectly fine. Another thing to do is to use the perimeter of the grocery store. That's your deli area. That's your butcher area. That's your produce. So if you get all that stuff, and then maybe once in a while go into the aisles, you will save on your budget. And I'll tell you, I went to the grocery store today, made a plan for 2 full weeks, and how I do it is I make 4 big meals, and we'll plan to have leftovers. So 4 meals a week, 4 to 5 meals a week, and we have leftovers. So I've made my plan. I had less than $75 for 2 full weeks, and it's me and my 2 children. So that is, I mean, it is possible to do keto on a budget. And I tell you, it was less than $75, but some of it was their food that they wanted. So they're not keto. So, and my last tip is to stick with your plan. Once you've got your meal plan, and if you meal prep like I do, it's all ready to go. All I have to do is pop it in the oven or pop it in the microwave, and it's ready to go. I rarely have, more than 15 minutes for dinner. As far as making it. So really, it is possible to do keto on a budget. Thanks. Talk to you soon.